Oh my gosh.
It's so scary.
Oh my gosh, I love this show. And you know what? Ironically, this happened on this particular day because I'm doing an after show today, and I want to be talking to John Anderson, who's a legend in crew work, and his son and his nephew, and they all work here, and I always call them the Anderson dynasty. And they're like, how you just saw them treat me, like they're screaming and stuff, like don't touch anything. They might as well have called me princess in a nice way. Thank you guys. But I want to bring them in my office today because some of you always want to know, like, what else does it take to make a talk show happen? And there are a lot of different moving parts, but the crew and the love I have for them and the whole bit, I'm going to share a little bit with you on our after show. At first I thought it was, your dress is even more, your dress is breaking. I'm like, perfect. Suzanne, and you got involved?
Well, somebody ran over and told Doug that the chair's broken, and then I saw you getting closer to it, and I panicked.
No, but you panicked in a dumb way. All you did was scream. You didn't...
I was like, don't sit.
No, I don't hear that.
But at least I made motion, so you knew something was wrong.
No. That was like the catastrophe when I fell in my costume.
I got so nervous.
Wow. So exciting. Welcome to our show. And happy St. Patrick's Day. There is no parade this year, but they're doing something virtually speaking. And, you know, New York is still very much closed down, but there are a few places that are open where you can go and I guess have your green beer. The chef is coming out later on today, and he's gonna make me lobster, shepherd's pie. That's an Irish thing. His name is Ed McFarlane. And he's got this place in the city called the Lobster Bar. You might have heard of it. Wow. Norman.
All I saw was yelling and running. I'm looking for the exits, because I'm from Chicago. We run when something's about to happen. I was scared. I was like, what's happening? Terrifying.
I know. Well, I guess they can't top that action at the talk. All right, so hold on. This Sharon Osbourne thing. Anyway, Sharon spoke out regarding her future with the talk, which I thought they'd already fired her or she quit. I had no idea that we're still talking about this. But the show, instead of coming back, because they were supposed to come back today, instead, like I predicted, they're not coming back until next week. Now see, my prediction was they won't be back until at least April 1st. Or just take the rest of the season off and do repeats and make everybody try to forget, get rid of Sharon. And we love all the rest of the girls, you know, Cheryl and, you know, Carrie Ann and the other girls. So Sharon sat down and talked with our friend Kevin Frazier, who she's been friends with since Red Carpet Talk. I mean, you know, I guess, you know, industry friends with. He's our friend too, but Kevin knows he's the plug. Anyway, I can't believe. And if I fell, there would be there would be like legs from a chair in my arm.
Yeah, splinters.
Splinters? No, this is secured. Look, my prayer cloth would have flown up. My Ivy Parks are nice and snug though. These would stay on. Hey. Diamonds would splash. Anyway, take a look.
We agreed we would never be surprise each other with questions if we thought the other one hadn't been prepped. So we all agreed as women, got your back. I finished saying what I'm saying, and then Cheryl asked me these questions, which I didn't know, and they were written questions, and then Elaine's reading her questions.
Stand up for anti-racism.
And I'm like, I've been set up. Because I think that CBS was so horrified with Piers for the things he was saying. Because remember, Harry and Meghan, it's the CBS interview. I had sided with Piers, so it's the cancel culture, isn't it? Throw her under the bus.
She wasn't thrown under the bus. What had happened is she's still trying to do her mental investigation, and Sharon, girl, all you had to do when they came up with their produced questions is say, Piers, and I told you this the other day, I don't even like you when I'm giving you advice. Piers is my friend. He's been my friend for decades. But what he did was wrong. That would have been it. Right?
Absolutely right.
People who know each other fight, not all the time, but sometimes fights get like really big, and this is a biggie. So now I think that what she should do is she should stop doing her media tour and take today to clean out your office, or, you know, send somebody to get your stuff for you, clean out your office and take it back to, you know, your compound. You and your husband and the family, you got plenty of money. Talk is no longer for, not the talk, just talk in general. Don't talk. Talk is no longer for you. And they're not coming back until Tuesday, which I found very suspicious. Okay, because Monday begins the work week. I suspect they probably want to stay out of our way because it's all hot topics, and on Mondays, there's only one thing going on, and that's, do you think my chair would be fixed by Monday?
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just some Gorilla
Michael
Glue.
Lee's gonna get right on it.
No, you're not a carpenter. Okay.
He can do it.
Okay, yes he is. Okay, you know. This is not glue and glue. This is hammer, nails, tape, iron support underneath. Anyway, so this will be great for the ratings. Say she doesn't quit, say she shows up on Tuesday for the show. It'll be great for their ratings, but it won't be good for the other girls because they'll feel weird all along. And Cheryl says exactly what she means at all times. And hopefully you other ladies, Carrie Ann and Elaine?
Elaine Moulthrop.
Right, and?
Amanda Klutz.
Right, and Amanda. Hopefully you guys, don't be scared of her. She was wrong. And if she dares to come back on that set with you, you get a backbone, you roll your shoulders, don't address it, ignore her. Just ignore her. Leah Remini, friend to our show, who was fired in the first season. I thought she and Holly Robinson at that point were the stars of the show, but anywho. And Sharon was there, and Leah Remini is now claiming that that the show, Sharon, used racial, ethnic, and homophobic slurs against former hosts. Yeah, Sharon is denying Leah's claims. My heart is still beating so fast. So we're a one-chair show. Oh. Okay, so hold on. Prince Harry and Prince William, apparently they've finally talked to each other. And it's Harry who called Gayle King. Exactly. Like, Gayle, not for you, but just, wow. Like, Gayle, definitely, I would jump on that phone and pry him with every question. If he's gonna be dopey enough to call an inquisitive American, we're gonna be smart enough to ask every question. So he calls Gail and he says, I spoke with my brother and my father last week, but it wasn't productive. Yeah. He said that none of the royals have reached out to Meghan either. Oh. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say. You know, the royals won't talk to Harry. There's no getting the family back together at all if Harry keeps running to Gail or whoever, you know, Kevin Frazier, whoever. Harry, if you'd like to see your family get back together, and I didn't say you get your royal guard back and move into the palace and they give you money, because if anything, the best way to get back together with them is still don't ask them for a thing. But don't be shady, you know, be all smiles, kill them with kindness. Yeah. My chair needs crutches. Oh, okay. I'm not encouraging stealing. But, by the way, Sus Squad, were you panicked also?
Not at all. Jokes.
But were you panicked? You just witnessed that. You weren't here at Halloween, but you were here for this.
Yeah. I didn't know what was going on exactly, so I wasn't that.
But you heard screaming and yelling, and everybody scurrying. And this time it wasn't just me.
I was in a good space. I was just joking. Nah, I was very much worried. Don't give me the evil eye.
Anyway, this guy in Florida, he scammed thousands from hotels by posing as a member of the Wu-Tang Clan. But you know what? It's really not that difficult because there's so many of them. And if you have to be a Wu fan, you know, in order to understand, you know, hey, that's not Raekwon, you know? Like that. His name is Aaron Barnes Burpo. Here's Mr. Burpo. He says he's 29, although that's a hard 29.
No way.
So what he would do is he'd go to hotels, he'd act like one of the Wu-Tang Clan. He was ordering all kinds of room service, using the house phone, I guess as well as his own cell phone, but the house phone where the calls are like, you know, $25 for every 30 seconds, you know, laying in the jacuzzi. Free service. I'm one of the Wu-Tang Clan. So nobody was suspicious except this one hotel clerk who knows her Wu. All right? She turned the information over that she knew about the Wu-Tang Clan to the hotel, the particular hotel she works at. Now, mind you, he's alleged to have been scamming many hotels. And so the hotel alerted the FBI. And the FBI got on it. And this is his mugshot, I guess. Yes, he should go to jail. Yes. They looked in his car and they found, what'd they find?
A bunch of stuff.
Fake credit cards.
Like fake credit cards.
Found a lot of room keys to hotels from across the country. Oh, yes. Oh, and a piece of paper with a bunch of fake credit card numbers on them. Oh, Mr. Burpo. What a funny name. What are we gonna do with you? See you in 7 years. Deuces. And they sentenced him conspiracy to commit wire fraud. So, yeah. Dr. Dre's, okay, First of all, you watch Love and Hip Hop? I do. Okay, well, Dr. Dre is currently with a girl named April. And April reportedly, wait a minute, because I don't know that's the best pick either, but just my opinion. Okay, let me tell you the story. April, beautiful girl, has had it with having to cater to men. Reportedly, April fought, and I was there for it. We were in between commercials and something else I was watching. April fought with her now ex, Little Fizz. And it was all caught on tape, then they slammed the door. Physical abuse was implied, as well as a whole lot of screaming. These are all the producers running from behind us. I mean, it was a real disaster. It was a real disaster. Do you see the cameraman? Look at this, look at this, look at this. These two are sitting and talking, and the next thing you know, it goes into a full-blown fight. They're on the show, and they're trying to figure out what went wrong and why I should stick with you and vice versa. April stuck up for herself, and here's what she said.
Black men, no blame on them. They go through a lot. And we have to support that a lot.
Yeah.
And that's a lot on us. On top of that, domestic, carry the baby, postpartum, breastfeed, gotta bounce back, insecurities. I gotta provide. I maybe gotta put 50-50 on the bills. Now, I'm tired of the I'm looking in the camera because I'm tired of it. For the black women that's out here, y'all treat us like we're not. That's a daily reminder, and that's not cool.
She has a point. And when I saw the episode, I did get a tear, like, oh, April. So she and Fizz are no longer together, and now she's with Dr. Dre. Okay. You're gonna leave me alone, Marco. Okay, there's this new dating show, and it's helping divorcees find love in paradise. I know, right? I am so gonna be watching this, okay. Okay, they're divorced, and the show is called The Big D. D is for divorce, and what they do is they find love in paradise. They send them all to Costa Rica, and there's a bunch of couples who've been married, and they have villas, individual villas to figure out their thing, and then of course the main place, I guess, where the psychiatrist shows up, the hosts show up, and to help them figure it out. And the premise is not for them to get back together. The premise is for them to find their next love from one of the divorced people there. Don't you love that? And there is always a possibility that when you're trapped in a hut in Costa Rica, with proper help, that you might get back together as a couple. I mean, that's always possible as well. And each week, one person stays home or goes home. Goes home, right. So then there'll be like uneven numbers.
Yay.
But here's my thing. Yeah, they're staying in the same villa, but I hope these villas aren't gigantic. I hope these villas only have one bed that they are required to stay in together, and one bathroom with one sink. That they are required to say, excuse me, are you finished brushing your teeth? So, like they really will have to share. The space that they once loved to share, but now they're divorced. So they're working it up right now. The show starts when it starts. Oh, by the way, it's hosted by former Bachelorette star JoJo and her fiance Jordan. They love TV, so they do a lot of different stuff. I hope they're the ones who could handle the job. He doesn't look really like he'd be able to, but she looks like she's a fighter in terms of, look, this is, because there's gonna be a lot going on a show like that, but it's coming on regular TV, TBS. Yeah. I'll let you know when it starts. In the meantime, I don't know that our show could get any greater today, honestly. But we're gonna try. We got more great show for you, everybody. Up next, from Basketball Wives, Liza Morales is here.